me to get some cat food. So I'm gonna go up to Walmart and get a big bag of kibbles. I found this beefy, chunky stuff after I made my last video. It's nice pieces of steel. There's actually somebody in the woods over here yelling for their dog. I walked my dog down here an hour ago and I heard a dog barking. I don't know if maybe someone's doing some kind of hunting or something. Let's get to it. Did I forget to say I was gonna run my Walmart dumpster diver out? I got distracted by hearing people yelling in the woods. It's kind of a weird deal. When I get my cat food at Walmart, I might pick up a few other things while I'm there. On the way home, I'm gonna run a dumpster diver out through some apartments, small business area, small industrial park, all the way back home, see what I can find. I have found that when you have an errand to run, or you have to go somewhere where you already have to make a trip, it's pretty much the best time to go dumpster diving because it makes it random and you're not wasting a trip, you know what I mean? This Walmart route can get kind of interesting sometimes. Hopefully nobody's jumped on it yet. I think I've shown it so many times that occasionally someone will get to it before I do. It starts at this church over here, right there. And there's a big long line of apartments. Sometimes I'll throw in another apartment complex over there, and then I come back by here, hit a little small business park and industrial park on the other side of the road. I live down that way. Let's go see what we can find. Suitcases can be interesting. It's empty. Didn't take long to find something. Thank you, YouTube, for teaching me about leaving piggy tails. In case someone wants to come along and try to see if this is a working vacuum, they can just splice the wire. I know some people don't like cord cutters, but there's a high probability that thing's just gonna go into the dumpster when the apartment manager sees it. So first come, first serve. That piggy tail idea is a really good idea. Chunky pieces of aluminum. Get the zucchini skin off of them. Those are nice. For scrap metal, I mean. Suppose I should speak clearly. Okay, kitty food. It's time for you to go down here. I suppose I should get that out of there too. Got myself some crackers and an avocado in the bag. I ran out of crackers for my pot of chili. And I'm trying to make a good recipe for eating avocados. I didn't even see that. They sell good at, well, I shouldn't say they sell good at pawn shops, but that's got stuff stuck to it. That might go to the scrapyard. But those tools are pretty good at pawn shops. I think pawn shops can get rid of stuff like that pretty good. There's a kitchen dump. Suckers. I can smell the staleness coming out of some of that food. Probably good stuff, but you never know if something could be wrong with the stuff. It doesn't expire for 6 more months, but it's a bad thing, bad habit to get into, taking food out of dumpsters and giving it to unsuspecting people. I know a lot of people will disagree, but you could make someone sick or kill somebody real easily. The difference between products that can be used by people, material products that can be sold on eBay, and the stuff that's ingested into the body, a bunch of vitamins, food, you know, putting stuff into someone's body. It's a total different story. But what I will do is I'll leave this like that, and if someone else wants to come and get it, they can have it, you know. Making a choice for yourself to do it, totally different story. I know sometimes people get confused when I say that. I don't care if someone wants to get in here and lick the sides of these dumpsters with their tongue all night long. That's your choice, you know. Personally, I would eat some of that if I had to. My choice for myself, you know. A lot of times people don't understand what I say about that food issue. Look at that. Farkle. If you don't think that, there's another one. If you don't think that taking food out of a dumpster and giving it to like a food bank, if you don't think that you can kill somebody doing that, you're absolutely wrong. There's no food bank that should even accept that kind of stuff. I think it's safe to say no one has jumped on this route. Lots of times you don't see me take cans, but that's what I do with these cans here. Bootleg of some CD, DVD. Headphone box is empty. Tuck these cans like so. little chunk of aluminum. Scrapyard I go to lets me put that good foil, that strong foil, in with clean aluminum. If you were to get a lower price for foil where you were at, you probably wouldn't want to put cans or good aluminum inside of there, of course. I see the comments sometimes why I keep explaining the same stuff. And that probably does get a little annoying for the people that regularly watch my videos, and I apologize, but there's so many people, new people that watch, and I see questions and comments and stuff in the comments section, and I'm basically trying to answer those questions and comments in my video. Try to find a way where it's not so annoying. Flat screen action. Oh, it's definitely got a correct screen. Some people might want to take the circuit boards out of these and try to sell them on eBay, but that's just not my game. I don't. No idea how to test stuff. It's all just parts to repair, so I've been watching circuit boards because it's a real popular comment for people to leave on my videos when I find these things. I've been watching every single circuit board for sale on eBay for a couple months now, and very few of them are actually selling. So I think these TVs are just so cheap now. You know, you can get a good size flat screen TV for $100 now. You know, who's gonna buy a $40 circuit board to repair a $150 TV? You know, I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there. There's definitely a small market, but I don't think that TV circuit board game is all that it's hyped to be. There are some good circuit boards for recovering precious metals and stuff, so if you want to do that, I'm not saying it's wrong to do it. I'm just saying what I do and what I don't do. Once upon a time I would do that. It's just time consuming, and it's just project number 573 that I don't have time to deal with, you know. What would be nice is if I had a scrapyard where I could take those TVs to. I know there's some people out there that could take that directly to the scrapyard. Scrapyard's where I live. Don't take that kind of e-waste if they got screens in them. You have to take the screen out if you want to take it there. That could be different where you guys live, though. It's got a Gucci-like symbol on it. I don't think it is, but definitely not. Coach. That's a Coach though. Coach is pretty good, isn't it, ladies? It's dirty though. Looks pretty good on the outside. Shoot, it's borderline. It's got some wear and tear. I don't know if that would disappear from the curb retail store or not. What do you think? Give me an idea what I'm dealing with. It's not that dirty. It's kind of dirty. It's got some wear. Shoot. It's got some wear. I better leave it there. Let me know what you think. don't know if you can pick that up or not. See the wear. What do you think, ladies? Is that acceptable to put into the free store? That kind of wear on the handles. Let me know what you think for future reference. Oh, spark plugs? I think those are spark plugs. Chili pepper? Someone took the whole deal. And those aren't spark plugs. I don't know what that is. I'm not that good with automotive stuff. That was exciting. Dirty oil filter. I don't know what happened to that oil filter. That's strange looking. It must have been locked on there and I had to get it off. I can't say I've seen that before. Anyways, dirty oil filter. I know how exciting that is. Nasty old shoes. Chicken for the kitty cats later tonight when I get in here. Tell me that wasn't exciting. This is actually a thrift store. I'm a bit off my Walmart route. Try to swing by a couple of these places that are fairly close. This thrift store usually doesn't throw a lot of good stuff away. I think they actually have a system in place where they do something with the stuff they can't really sell, but usually not that much stuff in here. Good looking stuff, I should say. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just gonna take this because it's cool. Oh, hey, look at that. Now, how did they do that? They got a Christmas light inside that glass block. Let's see if my light's too bright. Let's try that. There's a ball of Christmas lights in there. How did they get that in there? Was that made that way, I suppose? I thought it was like one of those blocks you see in a bathroom window. But actually, I think that was manufactured to have those lights in there. I thought it was a homemade dealie. That's kind of cool. That's the kind of stuff I usually don't see in here. It's neat little glass. Oh, I might try to put that in the retail store. A little purple glass is kind of neat. See if I can find a match. Huh. Dog and suds. Someone might want to have that at the retail store. Sometimes people collect that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's a little scrappy metal. Nasty crock pot. I smell patchouli. Patchouli is an incense type deal, for those of you that don't know. That could be. I don't know what that is. Got a mix of smells going, almost like a eucalyptus patchouli type deal. Oh, that's definitely patchouli. ready. Oh shoot. It's all chipped up. That would have been kind of neat. Got some artwork going. That's not bad. That looks like someone burning too much patchouli to me. That one there is actually nice. And when I find unique stuff, I keep it. And I think that one's worthy of being saved. Someone that has progressed in their painting for sure. That is just kind of a blob of mess. Got to be some kind of talent involved for me to have it. That qualifies. A stainless steel little dish. Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. That's unused, it would appear. It's a nice piece of stainless. It's not a bad glass. Someone might want to have that at the retail store. Ooh, almost hit my glass. Kleenex tissue box. It's kind of nice. I might go in the retail store. Punch bowl set. Mainly just garbage in there now. I'm surprised to see some good usable stuff in there though. That's a little gem. What do you think? It's nice. I like the metallic looking paint over here. Delicate little flowers. That jar's real nice. That's good stuff. Good. That painting makes me glad I extended my route a little bit. Back on route now, out of the apartment section, heading into the small business section. This little used car lot can get really interesting sometimes. Make sure my light's not too bright. Nice license plate. Piece of steel. These light bulbs actually have brass. Now I can take it to the scrapyard. Let's see. These are nice pieces of steel. Nice little chunks. Careful of that painting. That's not it. Movie pass. I wonder if that's got anything on it. That's actually I think that's a gift card type deal. I don't want to take it if it's got someone's name on it though. I better leave that alone. Name and account number. Don't underestimate those little gift cards like people get for Christmas or birthdays. A lot of those end up getting thrown away. The prepaid gift certificate deals. I've got a new sticker on this. Warning, use of this container by anyone other than those who pay for the removal service is prohibited. Violators will be prosecuted. That's for dumping. People have probably been illegal dumping in here. And that might explain some of the stuff I see in here. It's kind of a weird dumpster. Like in my last video, I talked about how angry illegal dumping makes people. So I don't really see those kind of signs as a no scavenging warning. What's this? Something good, maybe. What is that stuff? Look at that. Original Limu. Oh, some nasty looking stuff. Look at that. Ooh. Yucky, gross. I think all the sugar is turned into a solid. Yeah. How'd you like to donate that to a food pantry? A lot of people just don't understand that you don't know if there's something wrong with stuff until you open it and smell it and taste it. Like if that wasn't a clear bottle, you wouldn't have any idea just how absolutely disgusting that really is. You know, that just makes you want to vomit just looking at it. What is this stuff? Seaweed drink. You know what I mean? If that bottle wasn't clear, people donating this stuff to food pantries. If that wasn't a opaque, or if that wasn't a bottle you couldn't see through, you wouldn't have any idea what you're doing, you know. And those people the people that rely on food bank food, you know, they might only be able to go there once a month and get a big box or bag of stuff. You're giving people that kind of stuff, you know, I mean, they take that home. I mean, how would you feel, you know? It's one of the problems with bad videos and stuff and bad information. It's, see, like, I won't leave a piggy tail on this one. It's kind of my own personal rule. It's already in the garbage, you know. and it's probably gonna go in the truck, so I'll just take every bit of that cord there. Lots of times when people leave vacuums out here, it's because they might be working. Lots of times when they put them in here, it's because they're broke. Anyways, there's videos out there that really can mess with people's minds. I mean, I won't even get into flat earth. But the food waste and hungry people videos that can really mess with your emotions, lead people to believe that going out and taking a bunch of food out of garbage and donating it is a good thing to do, you know. It's just, you think you're doing something good, but it's not good. It's those videos are highly irresponsible. If a restaurant owner were to store his food or their food in a garbage container for any amount of time, they would probably go to jail, actually, or get fined heavily. And that's no lie. I mean, food safety is, those laws, they're really strict, you know. But I know how passionate people can get because they see food waste, they see hungry people, but those two issues don't go like this, they go like this. They're totally unrelated. Food waste and hungry and starvation, they're not even related to each other, you know what I mean? You can't solve one with the other. And then just the thought of solving the food waste problem by feeding it to homeless people is kind of degrading to humanity in general, you know. I mean, if you think about it, there's a group of people out there that aren't good enough to buy fresh food for, you know. I mean, you're gonna feed them garbage. You're gonna get rid of the food garbage waste problem by feeding a certain group of people the garbage, you know. If you think about it deeply for a while, you'll understand what I'm saying. Anyways, that's the end of the business section. Industrial section over here. Speak of the devil. Cases of avocados. Shoot, these don't even look that bad. See how I think they tested them. See how they tested it? Cut a couple open. They're just starting to spoil. Those are still edible, I'm sure, if you really wanted to. But that's a good example. There probably is no problem taking that home and having these for yourself in the next day or two. But they're gonna be rotten pretty quick, you know. And that's one thing people don't realize when you donate to a food pantry. That food might not be consumed for months and months and months, you know. It could go in someone's cupboard and not be consumed for another 6 months, you know what I mean? So actually, you know what, I just bought an avocado fresh from Walmart. That one's pretty unripe. There's the difference. But those, if an individual wanted to take all these avocados home, you could probably make some good food, some good dip and stuff, you know. Looks like they tested some more of them down here. Anyways, some more food of some sorts. What those are? Coconuts. Look at it. Whole big thing of coconuts. Oh boy, that's like a 100-pound bag of coconut. Whole coconuts. Huh. It's interesting. Anyways. The industrial park section came up lame. That's the end of the road for me. I just live right over here. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed riding along. And as always, thanks for watching. Here, kitty. What do you think? Oh, that's delicious. Oh. Does the poor pooch want some too? Oh, good. Oh, the poor little pooch, I know.